Hello guys, Clutch King here, and today I'm going to discuss about the French super team.
The terror begins again.
So, 5 days back, hltv released a statement stating that the G2 and NV player are going to join forces to make one French super team. So, I am here going to discuss about each and every player of that team. So, at number 1 is the player Shocks. He can rifle, he can op, basically, he's a complete player. In his current team G2, he's playing the in-game leader role, but he's also lurking. So, in his new team, he might use the lurk role for himself. The next player is Kenny S. Yes, you heard it right. It's finally happening. The duo of Shocks and Kenny S are coming together. This has been the dream of every CS player since the past 2 to 3 years. And Kenny S is one of the best players or the best opper who has ever touched CS. And no one can take the op out of his hand. And the next player is NBK. So in this team, he will be playing the in-game leader role because as you can see in the whole lineup, there is no proper in-game leader other than him to take this role up. And talking about the entry fragger, we have Apex. He's one of the best entry fragger in the French scene, and there would be no French super team if Apex was not in it. Coming at last is Body. And this was a big surprise for many CS fans as they thought that Body won't be a part of the French super team. But he is a support player, and if you look at the lineup, they have one lurk, they have one entry fragger, they have one opper, they have an in-game leader, so they needed a support player. That is the main reason why Body is in this team. So now I'm going to concentrate upon the players that are left out. But wait, before that, I have to discuss about their coach, that is Smiths. Okay, so here I'll give you some time to laugh because Smiths is not an in-game leader and he has taken up the coaching role in the team. And the main reason behind this is that Shocks and Smiths are best friends and Shocks did not want to play without Smiths. So what and if Shocks and Smiths play together, that means Kenny can't play in that team because you will have three oppers and it just does not make sense. So what did they do? They assigned the coach role to Smiths so that everyone is happy. So this leaves us with four players: Sixer, Happy, RPK, and Scream. So talking about Sixer, he got a great opportunity when he got to play with NVS, but he could not capitalize on it. His performance was below par, and that is why you do not see him in this super team. The next player is Happy. He's an in-game leader, but there are not many French players that can challenge any tier 1 team, so I don't see him forming a team in the near future. Talking about RPK, so he was one of the options that could have been in place of Body in the super team. But when you compare RPK and Body, I think their performances have been equal and they have been at their prime at different moments in G2. So you cannot justify including RPK in the team instead of Body. The last and the most important part of the super team change was that Scream wasn't a part of it. Everyone thought that whenever there was going to be a French shuffle, Scream would join the super team. But this was not to happen. And this came a surprise to many people because Shocks and Scream are one of the most deadliest duo in Counter Strike, and if you search Google or whatever you want to that Scream and Shocks clutches, you will come across 10 to 20 videos where they have been insane with their aims and insane with their clutches. The only reason why Scream wasn't the part of this team is because he's an entry fragger and the entry fragger role was already filled up by Apex. So this super team needed a support player, and that is where Body won against Scream. I personally think that Scream should be in the super team instead of Body no matter what his role is, because the raw aim this guy can bring to the team, no one else can. And not to forget that G2 qualified for the major because of Scream. if it hadn't been for him hitting that headshot onto Henny in A bomb site, and when the score was 14-11 in favor of Immortals, G2 would not have been going to the major. And I think that is why, the main reason why Scream should be in the team is because of his clutch plays. Sometimes he can pull off those insane plays, and that is what one team requires. Players that can play good and that can hit headshots consistently under pressure. So this was all about the Friends Super Team. If you have any ideas, or if you think that there are other reasons why Scream wasn't in the team, you can surely comment and I'll try to reply you as soon as possible. Thank you so much for watching the video. Goodbye. Peace out.